Finger him already.
Done dealio, El
Hey.
Schnelio.
What's up? Is the camera pointing at me? Which one am I looking
Finger him.
I don't know. Which one is he looking at?
at? I don't know which one I'm looking at.
Which one are you looking at?
There's no. I guess
Oh,
that
there it
camera
is.
could be.
Hey.
That's the one.
So you
Right
pointed at me and the camera wasn't even looking at me.
Keep it right here,
Well,
baby.
the thing is, we have it wide angle.
Oh.
Yeah, he had it
you
on
were
there.
technically in the.
Yeah.
But I was centered, but you were off to the side.
All right,
All
Rex,
right,
here,
just-
talk about these books.
All right, sure. So
it
the
back on
first one that we have is called Gunslinger.
There you go.
You didn't say it right. Give it back to Oz.
Is it pronounced
No,
differently?
yes, totally pronounced.
But
Yeah,
it's not,
give
it's
it
not the way you
Oz.
say it.
It's literally.
No,
First book
You didn't
stop
have
it.
that je ne sais quoi.
We're going to talk about Gunslinger.
There
Yes!
it is.
Fucking
What? How
finally.
is that different than
Yes.
what I said?
Exactly different.
What'd
what
you say?
He just said it with the Red Dead
All right,
Redemption
now you
accent.
say it. Now you say it.
This comic book is called Gunslinger.
That's so wrong.
That's the same.
Give it back to Oz.
You said it with a hard R.
Oz, do it again.
I didn't. The hard R is the proper way.
Oz, do it again.
Gunslinger.
Yeah! I want to hear about this
I said it the same
from
way.
the non-white guy.
Hey,
This right here is Gunslinger,
when we
guy.
last left off, Gunslinger Javier had his head torn off by Winterstone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, we actually get a little bit more about the backstory because this book it's a fight the whole way through. It's a straight up beat down, drag out between these two and how these two know each other. And the crux of the story is that back when, mortal times, before Javi became a hellspawn, the Winterstone family tried to rob him of the 2 buffalo skins that he had bought from some natives. Well, he fought them off, and they went back to the natives and found, because they figured out where he got the skins from, robbed them of all their skins, killed their women and children. Pretty brutal stuff. But this is a Spawn book. You know what you're in for. So Javi finds out about it because he's had issues with this family before. So he goes in and pretty much cleans house on the father, the uncle, the brother, and his cousin. And so when this guy eventually gets demonic powers, he keeps this flame alive for Javier and tracks him all the way to present day. And so that head that you thought was torn off was actually Gunslinger, because he's considered the weakest of all the Hellspawn. But what they forget is Javier's ability of deception. And he actually used one of the wolves that Winterstone came with, and that was what he actually tore the head off of. So yeah. Javi is very much alive and okay. And this book introduces a character who doesn't matter right now, but I guess they needed some place to throw this guy in. He's Saboteur, some sort of angel construct. I'm sure we'll see more of him later. Because, Todd, he likes to use his books to create reasons for cool-looking toys, I guess. Some of them are cool. It's only the Spawn ones. The DC ones suck. I said what I said. The book is pretty cool because you also get a lot of backstory as to what happened, and you find out that Amy is his sister and not like some loved one. Which I'm cool with the misdirect, because at first you thought it was like his long lost love that was stolen and betrayed. No, it was his sister, so it's a much more familial love, and I appreciate that subtle little change, because then this isn't as cliche as it could have been. And this book ends with him getting the rest of the names of the people who done him dirty and led him to become a Spawn in the first place. So he strings Winterstone up, because he does manage to get the upper hand on him, and then proceeds to shoot this man because he knows he can't kill him with his bullets, but he riddles him down until he's nothing but a hanging pile of flesh. And that is why we love Gunslinger, because he does not play.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Gunslinger, seriously. Not to mention the cover alone. Do you get the reference? I know the weebs out there are like, oh, Helsing. Yes. Our next book that we're going to talk about tonight is this one actually tickled me when I saw it, because I was like, yeah, that brings back good memories. Does this look familiar to you? It should. It should.
Hell yeah, it does.
This is actually a new book by R.L. Stine. That's right, Goosebumps, Fear Street, R.L. Stine in the house. And much like, what was it, the week before with Shock Shop? There is a Creepshow comic that I was not able to get. However, I talked with Top Dog. They're actually going to get me a copy in so I can review that, because I'm super excited, because I was drawing comparisons to Shock Shop and Creepshow. So look forward to that. We're going to do the Creepshow book when it gets here. This here, in the meantime, because it is getting into spooky season, you know me, I am the next face of horror.
That's right.
Go vote.
Go vote. We'll talk about that later.
This one, you're introduced to another character who this time doesn't have a name, just mysterious guy who collects things. It's like the opening of Gremlins, you know, the guy with the shop that has all these weird items and stuff in it. Well, that's kind of like what this guy has going on. And the item, and I feel like it's a red herring because this item is not mentioned anywhere else in this book. But it's the right hand of William H. Seward, the Secretary of State under Abraham Lincoln. And it's like, you're wondering why I have this item. I am wondering. Like, I'm assuming that this is what the story is about. The story is about two scientists who are doing a modern day Frankenstein experiment, managed to make this weird kid that can only say, help me, help me. A journalist hears some howling, come to find out they got a bunch of zombie failures in their basement. And then the guy completely goes, OJ, and just releases. He just pretty much unleashes his they call them mongrels, which I don't know how I feel about that, but he releases them. They kill the journalist, but because it's modern day, she was live streaming the whole thing, so they get eaten, and now they have to run, and they run away with their weird little Frankenstein baby. And that's where the story hangs off. But I'm like, well, what the fuck does the hand have to do with this?
Everything.
So needless to say, it ends on a cliffhanger, but it very much put me in the same mood. Like, if you're familiar with Goosebumps books and that level of camp, if you read this with that frame of mind, you'll actually get hit with some super nostalgia feels from this.
Fair.
It's really good. The art style, it's pretty decent. It's not terrible. It's not stellar, but it's passable. Mm-hmm. And that's better than a lot of books that are being put out today.